Welcome back to my channel, guys, and for those of you that are new here, I appreciate you clicking on this video and getting to hear a little bit of my story. Today, I wanted to talk about exactly why, or I guess you could call it the moment that I knew I had to try the carnivore diet. In all reality, it's multiple moments all compiled together. There's multiple things that led up to it, but I want to talk about the moment that kept happening over and over again, which drove me to trying something so severe, so crazy as eating only meat. Something that sounded so bizarre, but there's something in my life that caused me to do it. So if I hit the rewind button and take you guys back to December of 2022, that's where it all started. During that time, I weighed almost 500 pounds. My highest weight was 498 pounds, and I was miserable. Miserable is not even a strong enough word for how miserable I was and how miserable that I felt. So my wife and we had struggled for 4 or 5 years before that to get pregnant, and God finally listened to our prayer and He made it happen, and a miracle happened and we had our daughter. We had her without any medication or anything like that. It was through prayer, and God blessed us with our daughter Abigail. But here I was at the end of 2022. I had about an 8 or 9 month old daughter, and I was right at 500 pounds, and I couldn't be a father that she deserved. She was getting to that point where she was wanting to move around more, and I was getting to a point where I wanted to move less. I wanted to stay on the couch, stay on the sidelines, whatever you want to call it, because I was miserable. I had no energy. I ate 3 huge meals a day, snacks in between. You wouldn't believe the portions that I ate, because whenever you eat carbs and sugar and all that stuff, it makes you crave more and more and more. It's like you never get full. You're a bottomless pit. But the moment that broke me was, we have a chair in her room that I would sit in, and I would rock her to sleep at night. And some nights my wife would, but on the nights that I would rock her to sleep, because we would pretty much rotate. She'd get her one night, I'd get her the next night. Just rotate, because we both enjoyed doing it. But the problem was, and it's embarrassing to say it, I could barely, I mean barely, get out of the chair with my baby girl, because I was so heavy. I was so miserable. Plus, I was holding her, so I couldn't hardly grab the sides of the chair. I would try my best to hold her with one hand and push off as good as I could. And I felt like I was about to squeeze her to death, because I was using every bit of power that I had just to get up out of the chair. Just thinking about it now breaks my heart, because my baby girl deserves better than that. She deserves a healthy father. She deserves somebody that's going to be there for her, to walk her down the aisle. And she was 9 months old, and I was getting to a point where I didn't want to do anything. And so she is my why, that I have to do this. And to be honest with you guys, I still face struggles. I wish this journey was just super easy always, but it's not. For me, sometimes it's easy, but there are days where just the sight of carbs makes me be like, whew. There's days where I can look at them and it's nothing, but then there's other days where I can see them and it plays mental games in my mind, and I'll go off plan every now and then. But the thing is, I cannot quit, because my daughter is counting on me. And so I make a promise to her that one day she's going to see these videos. Right now she's 2 years old, but she's going to see these videos and know that I meant business, that I'm gonna make these changes and I'm gonna get healthy for her. I promise you that, Abigail. If you see these videos when you get older, I promise you that I'm gonna change. I'm gonna be better because you deserve it. Being almost 500 pounds wasn't my only problem. My shoulder ached and ached and ached. And I'll be honest, every now and then it still does a little bit. But it ached every day. Every single day. I'd yank on it, pull on it, twist on it. I had all kind of issues with it. I have an autoimmune condition called sarcoidosis. Thankfully, it's in remission and I'm not having any issues with that right now. But I had that going on. Oh yeah, I was a type 2 diabetic. I had acid reflux issues. I had to take, I was supposed to take acid reflux medication, but a lot of times I would forget and I would just take Tums. Every time I would eat a meal, I would take Tums. I can sit in front of this camera today and I can tell you that everything that I have faced prior to carnivore has gotten better. I reversed type 2 diabetes. I don't have issues with acid reflux unless I eat a meal that's off plan. When I eat a meal that's off plan, I have to take Tums. Now, if it's like something that's a little bit off plan, maybe I wouldn't have to take Tums. But if I go eat like some fried chicken or Mexican food or something like that, I have to take Tums. My blood pressure has gotten better. My sleep got better being on the carnivore diet. My energy level at work got better. Like I used to have those crashes all the time where your sugar would be up and then down, and sugar up, sugar down. Right now, it's consistent all day. And even if I eat a meal, it doesn't really affect me like it used to. Used to, when I'd eat that meal, it'd go really up and then way down. So many things have gotten better. Even the scale got better. At one point, I was down over 100 and something pounds and made it down to under 300, or made it down to 382 pounds. But like an idiot, I went way off plan. I know I'm not an idiot, but that's what I felt like at the moment. I went way off plan and gained 61 pounds back over the holidays. I mean, I was off plan for 2 full months and gained 61 pounds back. And so this year I'm working trying to get that back off and getting more weight off. Because the last weigh-in video that I done, I was 407 pounds. And there's been struggles along the way. But the way I feel today is so much better. My daughter has grown so much since then. And when she was 9 months old to the time she's over 2 now, but even though she's grown so much, she's really tall too. And even though she's grown so much, whenever I'm sitting in that same chair, I can get up with her. I can get up out of that chair. And I mean, it's not the easiest thing in the world because I still weigh around 400 pounds. But just from going from around 500 pounds to 400 pounds is a huge difference. And my energy level is so much better. I used to get to where I didn't want to do anything around the house. If it involved any kind of housework, period, I felt like not doing it because I was miserable. I just felt like getting home from work, sitting on the couch and watching Netflix. Now I like to go do something. Yesterday I was working on a little project at the house once I got home from work. And I work on different things now just because carnivore has given me energy. It's also given me the ability to go on walks and go take you guys on walks and ride a bike. I wasn't riding a bike before I started this carnivore journey. All these little things are huge to me. When you see me out walking, you might see me out walking just like anybody else. But I'm thinking back to the first time that I went on a walk, I couldn't make it to my mailbox. And now it's no problem. Little things like I wasn't riding a bike. I would have been miserable trying to ride a bike. I'm still not the best at it, but I can get out there and ride a bike now. I'm finally getting my life back. And I'm less afraid to go to an amusement park. I still don't want to get on an airplane yet because I know I'll need to buy 2 seats or pay a lot more money for first class. So like most of our travels, if we travel anywhere, is driving distance, somewhere that we can, even if it's for vacation, somewhere that we can drive 8 to 10 hours, 12 hours tops, because I don't want to have to pay for 2 plane tickets, or I don't want to have to pay for first class. So all those vacations like that right now are kind of just that I would like to take are on hold. Like my dream vacation eventually is to fly to like California or Oregon and drive the Pacific Coast Highway down California and then back up, or something like that, because I want to see the redwood forest. I want to see the different beaches along the Pacific Coast Highway. What is it, Highway 101 or something like that? I want to see, or it might be Highway 1, I can't remember. But I want to see those different things because I live in Alabama and I've never been way that far west. And so those are goals of mine. But what's going to help me get there is getting this weight off and being a healthier father, so that I can take my little girl to go experience those things and do those trips and make those memories, and just, I don't know, be able to live my life, guys. Be able to live my life just like the next person. So guys, I thank you for supporting me. I thank you for believing in me. Even when I've made mistakes, even when I was off plan, you guys were still there. You guys commented and cheered me up, and you told me don't give up. And you guys are part of the reason that I haven't given up. And I truly mean that. And I'll forever be grateful for you guys. The prayers has been amazing. The emails, the cards, the everything has been, the comments, hitting the like button. Make sure you hit the like button on this video as well. It helps to spread it to more people. And look guys, I truly appreciate it. And I want you guys that are still watching to put a comment and tell us exactly what it was that made you start the carnivore diet. For me, it was sitting in that chair and I wasn't able to get up with my daughter, or I was able to, but it took every ounce of energy in my body, and my knees hurt, my back hurt, everything. So it was that on a day-to-day basis, getting up with her in that crib, I was like, something has to change. Right now, something has to change. What was it for you that made you start carnivore? Did you have something like that, or did you just find out about it and want to give it a try? I'd love to know in the comment section. And a very special thanks to you guys that are coming to the barbecue meetup April the 6th. I always try to link it in the description of my videos, but thank you guys so much. And one of you guys is going to win a Thermopin 1, which is my favorite thermometer on the planet. I'm not sponsored by them at all, but one of you guys is going to win one. I actually have it right here. This is just like the one that I use, and it's the fastest thermometer in the world. It will read your temperatures in 1 second, literally in 1 second. It will boom, because when you're messing around grills and hot fires and stuff, you don't want to have your hand there for long. So when you put it in the meat, it's already reading your temperature just like that. And I think this is the best thermometer on the planet. I'm not sponsored by them. They're not paying me to say this, but they did send me this to give to one of you guys because I've always believed in their products and I've always used it. And I reached out to them. They didn't reach out to me. I reached out to them because I believe in their product. And I'm so happy to give one of these to one of you guys that are going to be at the barbecue meet and greet. God bless, guys. I'll see you soon.